Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, I'm Lashanti Rashay, and welcome back to another one of my CNA videos. So in today's video, I will be telling you guys what it's like working as an agency CNA, and I'm gonna be just telling y'all a little of the things that I do, and some of the things that I like, and some of the things that I wasn't able to do when I was in assisted living. But yeah, hopefully y'all stick around and make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is what I do every day. And right now I only have one client. But later on in the month, like maybe in the next week or so, I'm supposed to be getting a new client. So yeah, when you're working under an agency, you get specific type of days. Like some clients might need you longer or more than the other, or some clients they might not need you to be there for that long, if that makes sense. Well, basically every Saturday and Sunday, of course, when I get to my client's home, I clock in through this app. So we have an app that we have to clock in through and clock out through, and it basically has like a to-do list. So like everything I'm supposed to do for Saturday and Sunday is going to be on that list. And most of the assignments are, as needed, of course. If he doesn't need, his dishes to be washed, then of course I'm not going to wash the dishes. Like if there's no dishes there, then I don't have to wash the dishes. Or if there's no laundry there, then I don't have to do the laundry. So, basically when I come in, I check for trash. I get all his trash out the kitchen, out the bathroom, some trash that be in the living room or in his other rooms. And then after that, I make sure I go in the back of his room, and I like change his bed sheets, his pillowcases, his blankets, and I just, replace it with the ones that are clean, and I throw those inside the washing machine, of course, in the dryer. Pretty much after that, I'm just basically doing laundry and washing the cloths, washing his clothes, washing his bedspread, and yeah. So while I'm like letting those wash and dry, I just start doing other things that's on the to-do list. Like I'll cook him something to eat. Like I don't have to cook him something super, super big, but it's my client, so when we eat good. But I also still manage to make sure that it's healthy. But yeah, like let's say if I cook like some pork chops or something, then I'll make sure I include extra vegetables on the side and fruits and lots of water, just something to balance it all out. But yeah, just know me and my client, we be eating good. After that, I'll probably like do his hair or, just assist him with anything that he really needs assistance with. And the client that I have for the weekends, he really doesn't need that much assisting. So like we really just be chilling. But if he does need help as far as medication reminder, or he needs help putting on a shirt or something, then I'm there. But 9 times out of 10, he'll be like, I got it. He don't really want no help. And honestly, when I was working in assisted living under a facility, we were told not to like do everything for them, because it's kind of taking away their independence when you think about it. Because some of them, they genuinely want to do certain stuff, but since most of them are incapable of doing it now that they're a certain age, or they have this type of health issue going on. But yeah, y'all, I'm the type of worker, once I clock in and once I go inside my client home, I'm not gonna stop until I'm done doing everything. Then that's when I can relax. I don't know if I'm the only person like that, but I like to get everything out the way. That way I can just chill. That's how I was working when I was in assisted living. I would do everything I'm supposed to do with each, client. And after that, I'm done for the rest of the day. Of course, like if they need me, or if, they press the call button, then I'm there. But other than that, it's pretty smooth. It's not super duper duper hard. Everything really depends on the client and, just basically the situation that they have going on overall. Right now, I haven't really had no bad clients, because I have had other clients outside of my client that I have right now. But yes, that's pretty much it. Next, I want to talk about the difference between working under an agency versus working at an assisted living in a facility. And it is definitely a difference. So working under agency, you don't have much to really worry about as far as management and basically other co-workers. Because y'all, my first job as a CNA, I worked at assisted living that was nearby my house. And y'all, it was literally the worst first experience ever. Like, it had me questioning, like, did I even want to be in this type of field anymore? Like, just awful. It was so awful. And honestly, it was because of the management, and it was also because of the co-workers. Like, and let me tell y'all, I mean, no shade to the older CNAs that's been working for years and years, but I hate to say it mainly be them. Cause I had this 50-year-old woman making up rumors about me, y'all. When I was working in that assisted living facility, she made up 2 rumors about me, saying, oh, I hope you get pregnant. I'm like, dang, can you wish for me to have a car first? Like, I got me a car now. That's what I'm filming in. But dang, back then when I first started that job, I didn't have a car. And you sit here and wish your pregnancy on me? Girl, you really just don't have that many people down your neck watching your every move. But you do have family members, though. Of course, most of your clients will live with probably their daughter or son, or they might just live alone. And if they do live alone, I can guarantee you it's, their family are checking in, or they most likely have a Ring camera, like my client. But if you are a good person, you should have nothing to worry about. Like, as long as you're not no thief or anything, you should have nothing to worry about. Like, the camera shouldn't even faze you, honestly. And I'm used to the cameras being in my face, honestly, because when I was working in assisted living, some residents, they had their cameras in their room. So it's like, yeah, like, family was always there too. But yeah, it's really nothing new under the sun as far as the difference between the agency and the assisted living. But like I said, you don't really have to worry about management like that, or other co-workers that will constantly get on your nerves. In assisted living, I had to do way more stuff, like extra stuff. It was always something to do. Like, if somebody didn't show up to work, I had to get their resident, I had to take care of their resident. Basically, like, okay, so like in agency, you only get 1 client per day, basically. Or depending on how your schedule is set, like, you might have 2 clients in a day or 3 clients, but it's not gonna all be at the same time. But at the assisted living, or I know, like, well, I never worked in a nursing home, but from what I've heard from like past coworkers, it's kind of the same as assisted living. Like, you have a lot on your shoulders, and you have a lot of people to look after, and so much stuff can go wrong. Like, when I was working in assisted living, I had to look after at least 10 to probably 13 people, and don't let nobody call out, and it's double that. Like, trust me, sometimes we only had 2 nurses, including myself, on the floor. And I just feel like that's so unacceptable, because it's mentally draining, physically draining. It's just a lot. But honestly, I feel like every assisted living isn't a bad, like, facility. Not every facility is bad, because the second facility I worked at, it was 10 times better than the first facility. I'm not gonna lie, I used to really hate going into work knowing that, oh, 3 people done called out, so I'm finna have like 15, 20 people to look after. And one thing about me, I used to get the shit done. I used to always get it done with no complaints. But dang, people just start expecting too much out of you. They be like, oh yeah, well, Shanti will do it. No, I actually won't. Another difference I would say is the pay. And I feel like, depending on the type of client, okay, so the clients who need the most help, you'll get paid the most, if that makes sense. And the clients who need less help or require less, assistants, then they will pay the least, if that makes sense. But either or, you should still treat your client with the utmost respect. Because, you know, in assisted living, you know, it's consistent pay. You know, you get paid every 2 weeks. Under agency, I get paid every 2 weeks as well. But, you know, it's not a consistent pay rate, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. Something else I want to talk about is how to get new clients. Now, for my agency, they'll like call us, or they'll send us like text messages of different clients. They'll give us their address. They might give us like how old they are, and you know, what their assistant like needs are on a daily basis, like stuff like that. Let's say my manager, she'll probably, like the scheduling manager, she'll send a text out to everybody, and like I said, it'll have everybody information on there. And if you want to learn more about the client, all you gotta do is call up, you know, to the agency and let her know like, hey, I think I want to try this client, and she'll get back with you and she'll let you know like, okay, well, this client requires this and that. Or they'll tell you if they've already worked with this client before. If it's a new client, they'll let you know like, hey, this is a new client, I don't really know what they're all about, but you know, I've heard such and such about this and this and that. And one thing I love about working under an agency is, like, I mean, if something is too much for you, it's okay to back out, if that makes sense. Like when I was working in assisted living, if something was too much and, you know, it's a nurse shortage, they're gonna be like, well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like working under an agency was definitely better for me as far as being a college student, because working in assisted living was definitely giving me a headache, trying to care for every single resident all at once, knowing I had school and a paper due. Like, I couldn't even take breaks to do my homework. Like, a break wasn't even a break at assisted living. Like, you'll be on break and they'll still call you back in. And I don't know if that's how I work in a hospital, because I never worked in a hospital. But as far as assisted living, that's how it went down. When they are like assigning you to new clients, they will like try to find clients that's closer to you, like closer in distance, because you know they don't want you going super far out. And with under my agency, like if you have to do like extra driving, like let's say you might have to take your client to the store or something and it's not in your to-do list, then you know you can put on there, oh, I had to take her or him to the store, and you can put how much mileage you had to drive, and they'll pay you for that. So like, you know, a win is a win. It does require transportation though. Like in assisted living, I didn't have a car at first until like towards the end of that year, but I was mainly catching lifts, or you know, I'll depend on my mom for transportation to work. Overall, it's really not that hard to get new clients, because they pretty much just assist them to you, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. They're not going to force you to stay, because you know that it's not something that you don't want to do. They're not going to force you. And I love being an agency CNA. I feel like this was the best decision I could have made as far as being a CNA, especially while navigating through school and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty much not that hard. I get to do my homework while I'm at work. As long as I get through with everything, like as far as assisting him, then I'm good. I get to just pretty much just chill, and I like it like that. Honestly, assisted living wasn't so bad. I definitely do feel like it just depends on which assisted living facility you go to, because not everybody is a mean girl or have mean nurses and stuff. But yeah, y'all, this was just my experience. But yeah, I definitely say go under an agency. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video.